Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys had a great week last week. We finished the week strong. We came in, didn't have a good day on Monday. Still dealt with internet issues that I should have had fixed weeks ago. Just being lazy. And it came back to haunt me on Monday, but we got everything squared away. Strong day Tuesday, strong day Wednesday, okay day Thursday, and a strong day Friday. But we'll look at those. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But first, without further ado, I want to introduce you to the Maverick trading system. It's the same thing that I've been doing all along. I just came up with the name for it finally. I've had so many people ask me or say, hey, you should have a name for it. It would sound more snappy. I guess people just wanted to be trading something with a name, I guess. I don't know. But I came up with Maverick because, number one, my wife bought me this mug for Valentine's Day. It was the new Top Gun Maverick coffee cup. So I use it every day, and I'm sitting here looking at it, and it has Maverick on it every day. And then last night I watched the John McCain story, and I know everybody called him a Maverick because of, how he lived and, how he represented his state in the Senate and everything. So I looked it up, and I was like, what's the definition of a Maverick? I knew that it had some ties to kind of like the Wild Wild West and all of that, but I didn't really know. I knew what a Maverick was, or what I thought a Maverick was, but what was the textbook definition? So looking it up, it says an independent minded person, one who doesn't follow the crowd, one who marches to the beat of his own drum. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of like me. That's I've been like that all my life. And it hasn't been popular. Being a Maverick is really not popular. So yeah, I wasn't a popular person growing up. I had a lot of people follow me, but they didn't admit to it. I just wasn't cool, but I guess they thought what I did was cool. But I started thinking about what were the attributes of a Maverick. And, the first thing I thought about was, a Maverick is authentic. A Maverick has their own beliefs and their own vision. And they're not working to help somebody else realize their vision. They're working to realize their own vision. And that's not the most popular thing. They have strong convictions. A Maverick has very strong convictions, which in turn allows them to easily challenge the establishment. And they typically have pretty good intuition. So as I started thinking about this, I'm like, man, I've been doing this all my life. Even when I was in high school, maybe they didn't say I was a Maverick in high school because they wouldn't expect, or it wasn't, I guess, right for a kid to challenge authority every day, to have their own strong convictions. And, I gave my teachers and administrators hell. I mean, I did. And I guess the label then was being a troubled child. Now I see it as I was just being a Maverick. At least that's how I want to look at it anyway. But that's how I came up with the name, because what I do is not follow the crowd, especially in trading. The reason being, over 90% of the people fail that try this. 90% of the people lose money. Why the hell would I want to follow the crowd if the crowd is losing money? I needed to come up with something that was, kind of authentic to me. that I could put together that doesn't follow the status quo, that will put me in a position that I can make some profit. And that's how all of this thing came about. Now, I know the strategies are the same strategies that a lot of people use. They have their own names for it or whatever, but everybody has their own twist. And if your twist is following the status quo, I doubt that's going to work out very well. So, mine, it's what I've been doing for the last several years. It's been working. Yeah, I've had to adapt a little bit, but everybody does. So I couldn't think of a better name for it now. Is the Maverick trading system. So that's what you're going to hear it referred to from now on. Now, you got introduced to it if you went to class Wednesday, or you saw the video of the class. You were introduced to the beginning of it. I didn't have a name on Wednesday, so I didn't call it that. But you got introduced to the beginning of the system, the strategies, and we're going to build off of that. The management of it, the risk management part of it, and all of that stuff, that's all part of the system. So we'll be covering that moving forward. And then we move to the swing trading part, because the swing trading is the same thing. Okay, the same thing. So you're not going to find anybody else doing exactly what I'm doing. I doubt it. But I don't watch YouTube videos, so I don't know. Maybe there's somebody that's copying what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't even care about that anymore. I just try to focus on doing me, making sure I have what I gotta have down pat, and ready to give it up 120%. So let's move on. I know I need to get a haircut and shave. I'm planning on doing that. I just got back from getting my vaccine, my second vaccine shot. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Most people have gotten sick from it, and, for a day or whatever. We'll see. But I promise you, next video, I'll be clean cut and look like $1 million. Alright, so the SPY here, of course it didn't do what I thought it was going to do on Friday. Based on the technical analysis, looking at Thursday's candle, I thought we were going to retrace this and test the 100 period, moving that 100-day moving average, and maybe bounce off of it. But we opened to not so much a gap up, but we did open to a gap up, and we sold off a little bit, but it recovered. Well, that's a lot of bit, but we recovered, closed right at the 5-day, right at this ascending resistance now. But importantly, we closed back above the 50-day. Now, does that mean we're going to keep going? No. We're in no man's land right now. The only thing that makes me 60-40 that we're probably going to go higher is this bottoming tail here. All right, same thing we put in here, but this wasn't as pronounced. This is a huge tail. This is twice the size of the candle body. So, this is a good indication of an aggressive buyback where the bulls kind of regain control. So 60% of me says we're going to go up. 40% says it's probably going to go back down and finally test the 100-day. So 60-40 split. But we'll talk more about this on Sunday. Even you guys that don't want to get into swing trading, if you're not doing anything at 9 o'clock on Sunday mornings, come listen to the market analysis. Should help you get your head ready for the coming week. Talk about what's on deck, what's coming down the pipe, some of the things that we can look for that can affect the market. That can help you with your day trading as well. So if you can't come, check out the video. I post it every week on the Swing Trade page on our website. You can't miss it. So if you don't even care about the swings, just listen to the first 20 minutes or so and get the analysis. So yesterday, SQ, really nice opening range trade. Caught the break. I should have marked the pre-market low here. That's where we took our first target, second target, third target, fourth target, and was out of shares. I had no idea this was gonna sell off. Had that idea, I wouldn't have taken 2/3 off on the first hit. I would have taken half off and just kind of worked it from there. But I could have gotten back in this a couple of times, but I was trading another stock. I think I was in Facebook, or no, BA, I think. It was in BA. And, that was working out pretty good too. So even though I missed these other good moves in here, some of the members got these moves. They took the channel breaks, locked in some decent profit before this thing turned around on us. So very good opening range breakdown here. And there were more opportunities that I could have taken to trade just that one stock. But that's why I've got way too many damn tickets today, because I went chasing the stocks on my watch list more than one, thinking that I was going to get these explosive moves and just assuming that once I got the big move, trade was over. But Facebook, this one put a hurt on me early as well. I was catching the second break of the opening range high. Felt we had pretty good window up to the pre-market high. I got in immediately after I got in. The bottom fell out of this and nailed me in the backside. So that was a little hit. Still, I wasn't trading this. There really wasn't any clean moves. We were still in a channel until it broke this, but I think I was dealing with BA at the time, so didn't get back in any of these. But I did try to get back long over here. Again, I waited for it to break the pre-market high and ended up getting stopped out. I jumped back in as we started to recover and started taking profit. But what happened here was, I took profit here. I'm sorry. I took profit here, and for some reason, I only took 200 shares, and I was thinking that I took 300 shares, and so I took 100 off here, when normally I would be taking like 200 off, or if I use the hotkey, it only takes 198 off. And I was looking to do sell 100 here. Well, what happened was I only had 50 shares. So I sold the 50 I had, and then that other 50 ended up taking me short. So I had to cover here, which actually it made a couple of dollars, but it was just an accidental error on my part. I was thinking I was in 300 shares, but I only went in 200 after the second stop out, and so that was that. But not a good trading day on Facebook. BA was halfway decent, and you're going to see a recurring theme here in a minute. But this was the break. I waited for it to break down below the red to green, so we went red on the day, got short. I had a little hiccup here trying to decide whether I wanted to take it or not versus just taking it like I was supposed to. So a little bit of hiccup here. Took some profit off the table, then got stopped out. Came back. Shorted this on a channel break. It turned around and stopped me out right to my stop. This is like the second or third time it went right to my stop and took me out, and then it started to go back again. So I shorted it again on the break of the low of this, took profit, bounced back, took me out, break even, waited for the next one, got in, first target, shorted, break even. Stop out at break even, and then the bottom fell out, and I was able to trade it again. This is why I had way too many tickets. But I stayed focused. I didn't get mad. I just stayed focused and was able to lock in profit. That's the name of the game, guys. It's the name of the game. So, ended up 1205.77. Pretty strong end to the week. Could have had another $1,400 day if I had not have messed up on Facebook. But, it is what it is. Way too many tickets today. Way too many tickets. But that's what the market gave me. So I took it, and we got what we could out of it. Now, you guys that were in chat in the afternoon or evening, you know exactly what happened with this. I explained it to you. GME, I took this in the wrong account. I've been trading GME in my other account since it, the pullback below 100. And I would take profit and add on a pullback, take profit on a pop. I sell the pops and buy the dips, or sell the rips and buy the dips, or whatever. More of an intuitive strategy, and I wouldn't even be talking about it if I didn't accidentally buy this in the wrong account. But this is gonna get transferred. I can't do anything about the fees and the commission I already paid. That is done. That's a done deal. But you will probably see this position on Monday morning when I log in. You'll see it, and there's a real good chance that it will disappear in the middle of the day into thin air. Sometimes it waits until midnight and everything's been rotated, but the last two times it's disappeared in the middle of the day. So if it does, you'll know why. I'm transferring this to my other account, and then kind of go from there. Now, if I wake up and this thing is at $200, I'm gonna try to cancel it and take profit, but I doubt if that's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna wait for them to transfer it, and just to give you a heads up if you see that happen. But I'll remind you guys on Monday morning, because I know there's gonna be 50 people asking me about that. All right, so this week, 39.14.09, with the exception of Monday, this was a really good week. Thursday, PTON was my nemesis. Peloton. This could have been a $1,000 day too, but Peloton was my nemesis. So pretty decent way to end the week, almost $4,000. And the equity curve is starting to scream back up again. So I'm going to expect some slowing here over the next couple of weeks. But I would love to grab another big week. So we're having the best quarter we've had in a long time. Last week, COVID came in the first quarter, toward the middle of the first quarter, the end of the first quarter, threw us for a loop. And never really recovered. I had to change some parameters on my strategy to try to adapt to the change in the market and all that stuff. So we did make money. We just didn't make as much last year as we wanted to. But off to a good start this year. So that's all we can ask for. All right. So that's going to wrap it up. Nothing much to talk about on the swing trading front that I can't cover tomorrow. We'll talk about that crazy price action this week. So you guys that are my Sunday crew, I will see you on Sunday morning. If not, we'll be back in the room on Monday. But remember what I told you. If you're not doing anything tomorrow morning at 9, come listen to the market analysis. I think it can help you plan and prepare for your week. So you guys take it easy, and I will see you either tomorrow or Monday.